My family loves to go hiking, and I guess 24 years ago, when I only had 4 kids, my husband and I took our family on our annual trip to Acadia National Park, and we had, at that point, I think my oldest was 5 and Tori was about 3, and then I had an 18-month-old son, Aaron, and I had a relatively newborn, Mitchell. And we decided we were going to go out for a decent hike. The kids even had little hiking boots. They were pretty much pros at this. And the path was going to be about an hour and a half loop trail. And so we went out, and the girls were really troopers. My toddler son was really giving us a hard time. Chris had him on as a backpack, and I had the baby on a front pack. But as the trail went on, he got fussy, and he wanted nothing but to do but with mommy. So we swapped, and I put the toddler on my back and was hiking with him on the back. Now, if you've ever been to Maine, everything is either pine trees or granite, just huge granite rocks everywhere. So we were hiking, and we're about 45 minutes in, and I tripped. My foot was caught on one of those pine tree roots, and I flew forward, and my poor 18-month-old son fell forward from the backpack and just smashed his face right on a boulder, like really badly. And you knew it was bad because my 5-year-old instantly started crying and saying he was my favorite brother. So I don't know, poor Mitchell didn't even get a chance. He was only like 3 months old. But so like he looked horrible. I instantly swelled, a brush burn from top to bottom, lips swollen, tooth cracked. And parent instinct, great. My husband and I are rushing. My husband, of course, blames me for a few seconds and realizes that's not going to help anything. And then, we try to assess them the best we can. And we have 2 little girls who are crying. The baby is crying. The 18-month-old is crying. And we kind of, at that point, nobody has cell phones. And even if you did, it wouldn't work here because there's just no cell phone service in Acadia Park at all. So we're trying to figure out which is the best way we could, turn around and head back 45 minutes or go forward 45 minutes, and we make the decision that we think the 45 minutes forward might be a little bit quicker. So we put him back on the backpack, and we go out as fast as you can with 4 small children on a trail. And, within 15 or 20 minutes, we're feeling still very unsteady, but feeling a little better because he's actually singing songs and eating goldfish crackers. He seems like he's going to be okay, but we still feel really sick to our stomach and not really that sure about whether we're doing the right thing. So we get to the very top of a pretty tough incline, and the 5-year-old and the 3-year-old are exhausted. It's been a tough climb, and we were really pushing them to go a little faster. So when we get to the top, we decide it's probably okay for us to stop for a few minutes and let them rest. So we stop, take the kids out of their their little backpack and stuff, and the kids are eating their snacks and running around, including the 18-month-old, who really, at this point, his eye is swollen completely shut, and his lip is as big as it can be, and his face is bloody. And we're sitting there. We looked pretty calm on the outside, but on the inside, we felt horrible and very, very sick. And another couple comes up the trail, and they look at us, and I'm sure from the outside, we look completely clueless. Why are we letting this kid who's clearly injured running around the top of the mountain? And the wife just looks at her husband, and they're kind of talking to each other, and you can see her sort of shoving him a little bit just go talk to him. And so my husband and I are sitting there, and this poor man, awkwardly and very sweet, comes over, and he's like, hey, I'm a doctor. Can I help you? And we're like, oh, that's so nice, and we're kind of stumbling, a little bit awkward of what to say. And he's like, did he lose consciousness? No, he's okay. Did he vomit? No, he's okay. Did he have a seizure? No, he's okay. And he went through the litany of things that you should go through as a physician. And we start, I think he realized that he probably was okay as well, and we start talking a little bit, and my husband and I explained to him awkwardly that my husband actually was in his 7th year of neurosurgical residency, and that I was a pediatrician who actually was spending the year working in a pediatric ER, and we saw trauma all the time. So with the addition of this gynecologist helping us, we were so overqualified for this pediatric head injury. Thank you.